Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy 005 Dynasty. And we back talking about the sample game again. I got a nice video on for this one. So, Sting came out with a record called Shape of My Heart. And the record is fire, right? And the song has been sampled so many times. Like, they're saying, like, at least 45 songs that have pretty much, I guess, charted or whatever, like 45 songs have sampled Sting, Shape of My Heart. And the reason why this is a cool video, for me at least, I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, is that not one of those songs, not one of those 45 songs is better than the original. Oh my God. And it's so crazy because a lot of those songs were recorded in different eras, different artists, different, I guess, producers. I don't know who made all those different beats, I mean. And what you hear the same repetitive, like, strings in all the songs. Little variations, very minimum changes, not a lot. Because the sample, the song, I hate saying sample. The song is just that good. I'm talking about top notch, over, like, you know what I'm saying, the rainbow. Just like, you get over the rainbow, you get that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. I'm talking about, like, timeless piece of music, classic, hit, banger, like, Sting killed it. Him and his whole team, whoever worked on the record, killed it. But the reason why it's so great, man, the song Shape of My Heart, is because of the key changes, like the way they play the sound, the way he's singing, and the way, like, they just articulate themselves in the record is just mind-blowing, man. So I was watching this YouTube video, and they were showing you all the songs, like all the songs that was sampling this record. And I'm listening, and I'm just waiting for what people keep telling me. They keep telling me that the sample community is dope. It's an art form. They don't just take and just loop up. They do micro chops, itty bitty chops. They actually play keys and do chord progressions with the samples. And I didn't hear that at all, man. Not in the Juice WRLD record, not in the Nas record. Like, it was so many people that sampled, and yeah, they did what they had to do. Like, those records did what they had to do. But when you understand music theory and you really start to really understand, like, the transition of a song, like how the song transitions from 000 all the way to whatever time you want to finish the song, how is the song transitioning? And you start listening to these records that have sampled other records, that have sampled other songs. You start noticing stuff. You start noticing that things are missing. Things are not actually there. That you wasn't, like, you didn't have this knowledge before. Like, you didn't understand it before. So when you listen to a lot of these hip hop tracks, you thinking like it's the best thing ever, but it's missing so many key elements. That's when you go back and listen to the original record, you be like, whoa, like, hold up. Like, this is crazy. The original record is just phenomenal. And these sample beats are not. They're just not, man. And now I know it. I really, I hear the difference, y'all. I'm telling you, when I tell you I hear the difference, I hear the difference. It's so... The gap between hip hop and the original records that they're sampling is so huge. It's crazy. It just goes to show you that the artists that are jumping on these hip hop beats, they're just being artists. So I'm not coming down on the artists. I'm not coming down on them at all. But it also goes to show you that these producers were just sampling, taking the loops of other people's work and then giving it to artists, and the artist is falling in love. They're falling in love with the loop. They're falling in love with the sound of the loop that from the original record. But the artist is not paying attention to, this is just a loop and not a real song. You know what I'm saying? But they go and make a full song, but they're losing out on so much like potential of those records. These records have turned out to be like hit records. Or you want to say like a lot of these hip hop records or whatever, R&B, whatever, they turn out to be hit records, right? But a lot of them are not timeless pieces. You know what I'm saying? They're not timeless. They're not like hits like that. That they're not like that. You know what I'm saying? And why? Because it was just a loop that they rocked over. They didn't rock over real chord progressions, man. They didn't rock over like certain type of timbre and texture that you know what I'm saying? Like for example, the Sting record, Shape of My Heart. Whoever sampled it for the song Message, what's it, the Message for Nas? If they would have played it out themselves, it'd have been a little bit different. Whoever that producer was, because they're in a different element, different equipment, and on top of that, they'd have been doing it for Nas, doing it strictly for him, type of thing. So the song would have been played out for that. It'd have been better to me. It'd be even bigger, better. You know, if you get what I'm trying to say, like when I sit at my house right now, and I go start making music, right, and I want to write a song. I start playing my chord progressions. So I'm doing it in the 4/4 time signature. And I'm doing what I have to do. But when I'm playing it, right, I'm playing it to pretty much go like with me. You know what I'm saying? Like so I can make a record. And I'm doing key changes. I'm doing chord progressions. I'm doing melodies. I'm doing key changes. So I'm modulating to a key change. So, you know what I'm saying? Now this is going to take my music to that musical level, like a musician. So when you hear my record, it's not going to sound just like a stagnant loop throughout. But the sample-based community and the rappers or the R&B singers, whoever gets on these sample beats, they're missing out and they don't even know it. They think they're making the best, but they're not making the best. They don't even, their ears can't even hear that there's more to be done. Even to this record, you go back and listen to the Message record, the record for Nas. I think it was for the Still Mag album, right? Go back and listen to that record. I'm telling you, there's more to be done to that beat. There's more to be done to the song, to the sound, to enhance it and make it even better. They used like a string sound that came in. There was some string sound that came in over the Sting sample that kind of like changed up the repetitiveness. But why do you only have to put a string sound over? Why couldn't it be like a chord progression? Man, if anything, some of these guys, they're big in the game. Why they didn't just contact Sting or the record label and say, hey, man, let's go open up that master. Let's go open up the master file and get get the progression without Sting's voice and drums and stuff. Just get the melody, the whole melody, and then go make the beat. You know what I'm saying? If you really, really want it like that. But the only problem with that is when you go open up those masters are not the same as the record. A lot of people know that, though. They know that. The record is going to have all of the texture from all the equipment that the vocals and the strings and the guitars and the drums have went through, all the processing. The master is just a master. You know what I'm saying? It's like the original file. You know what I'm saying? So you're not going to be able to get that same texture. You're not going to be able to... Shoot, Sting and them probably don't even have the same equipment that they recorded that stuff in. They probably don't even have the same studio. You know what I'm saying? So they probably will never even be able to get that type of sound again. So that sound is probably as one of a kind at this point in time. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, it's your boy Old Fried Dynasty. I'm gonna get out of here. So this is a quick video, but it's crazy how many people. What if Sting never made that song? What if Sting never made "Shape of My Heart"? So you mean to tell me 45 different songs would have never been created? Whew, food for thought, man. Food for thought. That's why you just go create yourself. What if Sting never made "Shape of My Heart"? 45, at least 45 songs that we even know of. That's just people that probably charted on billboards. It's probably like 100, 200, maybe 1,000 people who sample who probably never even made it on a radar. You know what I'm saying? But if he never made "Shape of My Heart," all those records would have never got made. Food for thought, man. You guys got to be more talented, more creative, man. I think hip-hop is holding people back. I literally think Hip hop is holding people back mentally. And again, like they not excelling to the point where they think they are. You are not. Even if you make the most money in the world and you only sample, you still are limited when you just fall into sampling in the hip hop way, in hip hop culture, and this blah 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 blah. This your boy Old Five Dynasty, man. Don't forget to Google me. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Don't forget to follow me on Google. You can do that through the Google app. You can download the Google app on your phone, search up 005 Dynasty, and you can follow me on Google. And I don't post a lot on there. You know what I'm saying? So you won't get a million notifications on Google. But if something major happens, you'll get a notification about 005 Dynasty. I'll check on you guys and girls later. Peace.